This week on How Dogs Travel, meet Lyla and Gracie.
Hey everyone, this is Amy R.
And this is Amy G.
And we are...
And we got Lyla.
We are RVJourney.
And Gracie.
Yeah. We are going to bring you a short little video here in collaboration with Modern Canine Vlog and share with you guys how we travel with our pets. And that is our motorhome. We call her RVJourney, hence our channel name, RVJourney. And we're going to take the motorhome today with the dogs and us, and we are going to do our last weekend of camping, which is actually going to be a boondocking experience about an hour and a half south of us. So off we go. Lyla, we're still rolling. We still have a little ways to go, okay? A few more puppy minutes.
Okay, so we want to make sure that our girls don't go up in the front window
And go down the
or
steps.
down the steps.
Yeah.
So we just use a little gate, which we have these at home too. So even though technically they could jump over it, they know not to. We train them not to. So we just put this along here to block out that front area so that it's safe from puppies. We put a little towel over it for both paws and to remind us there's a gate there. And then we hang their potty bells. We use the same potty bells at home, so we make sure that we're consistent and have potty bells in the motorhome. On the go. Right, Gracie? On the go potty bells. Yep. Yep, it's true.
A couple other tricks
Tricks and tips.
Tips and tricks. A couple other tips and tricks regarding traveling with dogs, anyways. I have two of them right here. First, I'm going to show you. So what? Those are toys. Yes. The tip is, leave in your camper dedicated dog toys. So you're not taking them into the house and then the toys back out into the camper, and then you're not transporting toys in and out of the house.
Or forgetting them.
Or forgetting them, what she said. You have dedicated toys for the dog already in the camper, so anytime you guys go, you've always got little things that they like. It's one of the best bones, isn't it, Lyla? The other tip is, we got this hallway here, and we block it off with this little footstool. So they know they always want to get through, but we don't let them go through back to the back. Just limiting space is always a good thing for any pets that you travel with.
Another tip, we cover all of our leather sofa, couches, everything with some throws, just so that they have a cozy spot without scratching up the furniture.
And this right here.
And back here, when this blind is up, this big window is one of their favorite places to look out. So they tend to jump on the back of the couch. So we put a blanket there so that it's not a space back there where they can fall into, because they're just little things, right? Just little paws.
Lila's not having it. Oh, there she goes. She's going to start.
Get her, Lyla. Crazy.
All right, it is puppy dog dinner time in the motorhome, and we feed our dogs a raw diet. Now, raw diets are wonderful, but you can't just jump from kibble right over to raw. Gracie has been on a raw diet since she was born, and Lila's been on it the majority of her life, like 9 of her 9.5 years. So easy for us to show you, but if you guys want to do this, make sure that you learn as much as you can about transitioning your dog over to a raw diet. This right here, we use darwinspet.com. Now, they're not branded. I kind of wish they were branded. They come in little 1/4 pound frozen packs. And here it is, Darwin's Pet. We also use lots of supplements. So this is one we found very good luck with for flea and tick control. It's a powder. You put on the smallest amount. What is it, 1/4 teaspoon or something?
Yeah,
just a little bit. We also use immune support and whole body support. And these are also powders. We love We love this brand right here. So those are some tips and tricks that we do for food. The main thing being,
whatever you feed, keep it consistent when you're camping. Whether it's kibble, whether it's raw, whether it's canned, whatever it is, keep it consistent when you're traveling.
something else we wanted to show you guys. Right there, look at that. That's a little sticker with our YouTube channel information on it. We carry these around and give them to people if they're interested in following our channel. We use the strollers on longer walks usually because the dogs, we have better control over the dogs. They're not pulling and sniffing and trying to get all up everywhere. We also walk them, we do foot walks all the time. But on longer walks, like I said, we take the strollers, and we have walked miles and miles and miles and miles with these puppies in these strollers. Now, I do have to give you a word of caution with the strollers. Some of you probably have them out there, and some of you probably have never seen them before. It runs the whole range. But the strollers, while they make a lot of sense to us, they actually attract comments. And not all of the comments have been positive. Not that we ever ask, but people will yell things. And I don't really care what people think because it works for us and they don't know our situation. I've got a 9-year-old dog and a 7-month-old dog who isn't vaccinated yet because we're waiting a little bit for that. So we have to control her. And she loves to walk, but she gets a little tired. All people think is, I've never seen that before, and that's weird. So they can think whatever they want. But these strollers work very well for us, and we do get more positive feedback than negative feedback. It's just been odd to get people yelling stuff at us, like, that is the stupidest thing I've ever seen. We had that yelled at us from across the street. We were like, what? Are you talking to us? Yeah, so, and we are also taking a parking lot walk, is what we call it when we're boondocking. We're parked here at a Sam's Club, and as long as the parking lot feels safe, which this section does, we like to walk any time of day or night, and we are on our way for a parking lot walk. Oh, Gracie. What you doing, Gracie May?
Thank you, Mom.
All right, Lily. Good girl, Lyla. Time to get back in the stroller.
There, don't you?
And we found a place to park at the state park. We're going to show you how the dogs get out. Right. Lyla goes nice and slow. Good job, Lyla. And Gracie gets carried because she's just too little. This is something else that we use. It's a very specific app right here called Wolf Tracks. And when you tap and go into it, you set up an account. I think they use your zip code, and then you can choose a foundation where your walking miles and distances support that, like Humane Society or that dog rescue. So we use Wolf Tracks all the time, and we've only used it since since the quarantine. I learned about it in early March, I think it was. And then you can see how many miles we've walked in the last 7 months or so. Use Wolf Tracks. We love it. It is beautiful out here. You can see the lighthouse off in the distance there. Well, it's the end of our day here. The beautiful sunset starting back there. Beautiful orange. And the dogs are just watching the people. People are starting to drive through. Wrapping up a nice day. Should we put the doggies in? Doggies go in the car. Car's locked. All right. Doggies going in the crate. Zip the crate. Doggies all safe. All right, we are traveling down the road in the car with the doggies. And we use the soft crate, and you can see it strapped down just to make sure that it doesn't slide around anywhere. And what's cool about this, so we fold the seats down in this car. This is a Pacifica, a late model Pacifica. And what's cool is the dogs can see out the windows. So you can see Lyla enjoying the sunshine right there. And we are right here at the beautiful beach. You can see all the snow fences are up. Right here in our hometown. Well, we just had a little excitement and my car had to be towed. So, we're in, there's Aim. We're in what we call a baby car. Amy's mom's tiny little Mazda 3 hatchback thingy. And you can see, all we did was transfer the dogs. They're right in their crate with the beds in there. And they're all cozy, so the crate is the way to go with the dogs. Otherwise, they'd be bouncing around a whole back seat they were unfamiliar with. But no, they're just going to lay down and take a nap. There's the puppies. Hi, you guys. So, we have a story.
We had a little incident the other day when we were camping and visiting our friends with the little white Lyla Belle here. So,
Lyla, what did you do?
We were taking some things to our friends for them to use for their camping trip and putting stuff into their garage. Their house door is accessed through their garage. So we had gone in, doggies were inside the house, and then I remembered we had a few more things to load in there. So I headed out to load a few things into their garage from the car and came in, and we were all sitting down and said, "Where's Lyla?" Couldn't find Lyla. She wasn't right there. They have a pretty big house with 3 floors, and Lyla likes to explore and see new things. Yeah. So we figured she was probably exploring. Called her. No Lyla. No Lyla. She was gone. Couldn't find her.
I had just seen her in the house. I mean, this was one of those split-second deals where one second she's there and the next second you're really not sure where the dog is.
So I thought, well, maybe she got locked in the garage. So I opened the door to the garage and looked out and realized that the outside garage door was also open to the outside. So, of course, it was dark, so we went out hollering her name in the street, couldn't find her. Now we're starting to get a little frantic, thinking, oh my, she's gone.
Yeah.
Hopefully she's not across the busy street. We didn't know where she was.
Yeah, it was scary. It was about 20 minutes of yelling in the dark, not knowing what to think.
So I decided to go inside the house, grab my cell phone so that I could go looking for her and somebody could call if they found her. So I grabbed my phone, looked, and there happened to be a missed call from a Holland number. Yeah. So called the number and said, "You don't by chance have a dog, do you?" And she said, "We do have a dog." Yeah. So, found out she actually had walked around the other side of the house, the lake side, where we usually are and usually hang out when we're there with them. And she had walked around the neighbor's lake side, probably thinking it was where we were.
Yeah.
And they had let her in and taken her in. And fortunately, we keep her name and phone numbers on her collar. We really like this kind. It's a company called SiliDog, SILIDOG, and they're nice and flexible, bendable. So fortunately, phone number was on there. They called and we got Lyla back.
Yeah, that saved it. That saved us. That saved Lyla. I mean,
one of the reasons we leave our dogs wear their collar with their tags 24/7, sleep in them. They're used to them. Even Gracie didn't like hers at first, but she's used to it now. Her tag is a little different because the SiliDog ones are kind of big. We do not use the collars to walk them. Not good for the trachea of little dogs, so we use an actual harness. Lyla's is called an easy walk. Hooks in the front, so she doesn't pull like a sled dog. Gracie's is, let me take Gracie's to show you Gracie's. Gracie's is teeny tiny little thing. Teeny tiny. Triple extra small.
It's a great harness for her. Yeah.
So harnesses to walk, but collars with tags and ID stay on at all times.
Also on the back, where's her tag? Well, hi, Gracie. On the back, I'm going to block out our phone numbers, but if you see the tag, we include the phrase, I'm chipped. So they know that dog has a microchip in it. And some people use those, some people don't. Lyla has one from a long time ago when she was a puppy and we had her. Gracie doesn't have one yet. We'll decide what we're going to do with that. But that really puts some peace of mind back to us as well, knowing that whoever should find a dog also can not only get a hold of us, but also knows that they're microchipped as well. So.
And we put 2 phone numbers on there. We put
Yes.
one cell phone number and then an office
A landline.
work number for us is what it is. So 2 phone numbers really helped us get back in touch quickly with the little white escape artist.
Yeah. So that was our scare this weekend. This just happened Saturday night. And we thought this is going to be perfect for the modern canine vlogger to have this first-hand example of something scary that happened with our dogs. Never want anything like that to happen to you guys. So hopefully our experience will benefit you guys as well. Especially when you're camping or traveling, you got to make sure that you pretty much can't over-communicate about the information on your dog's tag. Even if you have to put 2 tags on there, get the information on your dog's collar.
Yeah. Be sure.
Right.
And be sure they keep their collar on 24/7, not just when you're going out for a walk.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. All right. On to better things. What you think, huh? You think it's a beautiful day? I know. You excited, huh? Yeah. It's a nice day, Lydie.